Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. And today we have Renato Taimes, guitar player and producer of Christafari. Today he will be building a song from scratch. So I want to introduce you to Taimes.
Yo, yo, yo. Thank you, my brother. So, hello, guys. I hope you guys doing great. So, yeah, let's make this happen. So, this is something, really special to me because I, for for a long time ago, I started to play guitar, and I think I will be a guitarist. I will be a musician. And then I start to study music and go to the school and then college of music, and I start to see music like all thing, just not just my guitar, but I start to listen music. Before I just listen guitar on the songs, then I start to listen music, every instrument, and I start to like be, oh, there's something more about music, not just guitar. And I start to be like, oh, I want to try, I want to learn how to make music, not how to play guitar, but how to make music. And I go to the some course, some small school about music production, and then I start to go to the college of music production, and I studied music production in the school, and I learned many things about music production. But where I really learned music production is in my home studio, when I start to make my own music, when I start to open some software to create music, and I start to record my first simple chords and start to discover this big world, what it was producing music and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, this is really special to me. This is my favorite class, I think. So yeah, let's start with this. So each producer, guys, has different way to do that. In our band, we have three producers, and yeah, three producers, I think, and great producers. Who is Mark, who has produced many albums. I listened all my life. As a kid, I listened albums who what Mark produced. So, and today I work with this guy, so this is really honor for me. And we have Juju Justin, who produced many good albums, and you know, and now me. And we have different style. We have different way to do music, and this is something really nice about us because we put everything together and make our own way to do. We make on style. This is something really nice about Christafari. We have different style, kind of worship, kind of roots reggae, some dance hall, some island reggae come from Juju, some Brazilian chords and some Brazilian progression come from me, yeah. And of course we have a lot of influence come from Mark, who have 30 years experience produce so many guys, so many songs. So yeah, we have three different styles. This is something really nice. And what make us different, like I say. So in my way, in my style, for me, what make one music good, it's about four things for me. It's about the message of the song, the message, what the lyrics of the song, and the melody of the song, something really important to me. And then I start to choose my chords, what chords I will use, what chord progression I will do for that song. Is something sad, is something happy, is something dark, something bright. And like I say in my chord progression class. So and we have the rhythm of the song, the rhythm of the song. So that element make what I need for building a song. So yeah, let's start with this. So the message of the song, it's the reason for make my decisions. I listen the message of the song. In the beginning, in before for me it's really easy. You guys can hear my amazing English. So I start to work with Mark, and I can't understand anything what Mark say. So how I will produce song for Mark, and I can't understand what Mark say on the lyrics. So I start to try to understand, try hard to understand, and now I can't stand. I can't speak, but I can understand more. So yeah, and for me, understand the message of the song is something really important, because in that way I can make my decision about what chord I will choose, what tones, what piano, organ, whatever I will start with. So yeah, the message of the song, something really important. Another thing really important is the melody of the song. And I got to say, in that time, today, we now have a lot of good melodies in the Christian songs. It's something, in my opinion, something poor today, because something, for me, everything sounds like the same, like I say in class before. So yeah, we need to be more creative. We need to try to be new, try to do something new, because everything now sounds like the same. But the melody, it's one thing really important for us work. And I want to show you some example for the good melody for you guys. So you guys can hear my piano, I hope. You guys know the song "We Are the Champion" from Queen. This is a really good song, have a really good melody. And another part, it's really nice. You can feel grow up,
I knew you could sing. I just caught you singing.
Oh,
I'm going to use that on stage.
it's this is really nice. We are the champion. Oh, sorry. So that music have a really, really nice melody. And I miss this today on the songs, We need to be more creative, be more, what's the word for this? Reckless? I don't know the word in English, but Portuguese we say ousado. Try something really crazy.
Risky. We need to take risks. Take risks.
Yeah, risk, yeah.
Throw caution to the wind, as we would say.
Okay. So yeah, and that song have a really nice chord progression also. You'll see a lot of we are the champion. Something really, it's not common, It's something. Whoa, okay. The guy, Fred Mercury or whatever, try something really new. And I don't know if you see the movie. One time they on the labor, and the guy from the label, you're crazy. You wanna try something with orchestra, with erudite way, something really crazy. It's not popular. It's no something, but that guy for me make that song really nice because they try something really new. So that's make music special to me when they try something really new, when they you know. And also we have the rhythm. That song it's 6/8, what we something we not use a lot in reggae. So, but yeah, that song it's 6/8 because that rhythm to me time signature. I think it is English. We can feel something like make me. This is make my feel like hope. And, make me feel like, oh, I can do that. So I got this. So this is something about feeling, and their style of time signature make me feel this. So yeah. And but let's go to the song. Let's go. I just want to say this to you guys today because that music to me it's a really good example from be creative, be crazy, be and it's what is really nice because I work with crazy guys. I want to show you something if my guy sent to me. Today we have this. We are the sent ones to every nation. Yes, we are the sent ones to the whole of creation. Yeah, for me, it sounds really nice. It's a really nice melody and strong melody to me, so we can work. And this is about try something new. And you guys know we travel a lot. We see many different cultures. We see many different music cultures. So from that song call about send something, go to every nation and whatever. So I wanna bring this song to the Asia. I wanna try something what I never tried before. Do some Asia style, Asia scales and stuff like that. So I have already my samples because I do this before this class for not make this class so long. So I separate my samples. I put everything on my DAW on my software. What I use today is Logic Pro for producer. For me, it's easy. I know you say it's the best. For it's easy to me. I think the best software for you is what you know. For me, I know Logic, so Logic is the best for me. And I have my drums here already. I have my samples, like I said before. But I got these samples for many different places. I got the drums. I will share my screen with you.
So while he's figuring it out, yeah, this is basically what we do. I sing a voice memo into my phone. I typically sing a few different ideas over a few different days. So they're in all different keys. To be frank, most of them were done in the bathroom because it's the only place I can find quiet. And then I send them over to him, and I have no idea what he's about ready to do. And this is my first time ever watching him do this. So it's as exciting for me as it is for you. Go ahead.
Okay, you guys can see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Okay, good. So like I say, I have my samples here, and I will play something for you, what I have to right now. I have a little sample from Asia for make this like, and just for we can make everything, and this guy who talked to us right now can say, no, I don't like. This is part of our job, okay? So don't be scared. I can send to him tomorrow. Times let's go to different way. Oh, times I love that. So this is something about music production, guys. We are crazy sometimes, and sometimes work, sometimes not. So yeah. I have this little Asian sample here. This is all my samples. Like I said before, I got this from many different places. I got one drums from Splice. Splice is like a website who you assign for a month, and you have like many samples for downloads. So I got some samples from there. I got some samples from, I think that one is from Mad Professor Pack. So yeah, I have many different places where I got my samples. So yeah, I have this. I have my orchestra samples, some piano samples. And now let's see, work with the chords. So what Mark basically sing to me is, let's pick some piano from here. Yeah. I think this can be work. And I will make the song like the same chord progression to the old song. This is something what I like to do for make simple. I don't want to make like R&B style, so many different chords, you know. I want to make this like in simple way to sound like a roots reggae and work with my samples. If I go too crazy on my chords, can be shock with my samples. So I try to make on the simple way, just 4 chords to the all song. And I think about some bridge. And I think about Avion sing that part. I don't know if she will like this or not. Like I said before, they can hate this or they can love this. This is a part of our job. So, okay. Let's record this piano. Okay, sound good? And you know, I'm not really keyboard player, so I'm not Juju. What I usually do is quantizer this for input everything on time, and I will make sure I play every note right, you know, because you guys know I play guitar, and sometimes I think everything right. Juju, if you are here, if I play something wrong, just sorry. Forgive me. So yeah, I have my piano here. Sounds good. Okay. Bubbles. You know something about bubbles? I see many guys do something what is for me, make me crazy. Guys do bubble and they go really low and start to shock with the bass. What I usually do, I go a little bit more higher. And I can give this space for bass, for kick, you know. So yeah, I like this little high frequency here for listen on the on the mix. Sometimes you go like too low and you can't hear really hear the bubble on the mix. So that's why I go a little bright on my bubbles. Okay, go. Okay, works. Quantizer always be on time. Sounds good, I think. And I'm also like to do some clavinets. Clavinets, it's something what I really like to do for help me with the chains. And I already have my reverbs, all my effects like, yeah. Okay. Think work. Quantizer that. I think we're good for now. And all right. And what I do, just go like that. Here, I want some break here. All right, so I have my intro. I use the same thing for the chorus, for all my chorus. I already make this, the extortion can be changed. So for sure you'll be changed, but you guys know I have this just for make my work more easy. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's do the bass. The most fun part to me. I love recording bass. I think you guys can listen my bass, I hope. Where my bass group is here. All right. And guys, always make sure you have a good signal when we're recording. Audio. MIDI, it's okay, but audio, you got to make sure you have a good signal, you know? Make sure no clip anything, but yeah. Okay. And one thing about bass, guys, just make sure you don't go like listen bass. Let's say some guys, when recording bass, want to hear bass like really low because they think bass needs to be really low on reggae. And yeah, but no, not when you're recording. When you're recording, try to make, you know, balancing your signal for not be too much low, because this is will be mixing for someone. Mark will be mix this, and we will still work on this. So if I give too low for Mark, Mark can't do anything. So try to be a flat signal. Can be in your tones, but not be too much. Then we'll be mixing, then we'll be mastering, and finally be ready. So it sounds okay for now. All right. All right. So I guys have one way to work. I mean, always when I work, I editing when I recording, and don't left this for late. I do this right now because I want to make my job more easy late, And I know if you know, I will try to send this to Mark maybe that night or tomorrow, for we still work on this. So we need to be quick. So let's try to edit this.
And just for those who are watching, we're going to record vocals on this tomorrow. So as he's doing this, I'm writing ideas. And by the way, that intro little melody, I hummed that to you on the bus. I think I hummed that to you on the tour bus.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Where we are in Rio de Janeiro, I think.
In Rio de Janeiro, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was inspired by this little Vietnamese water puppet theater that we went to. Remember that? I feel like you're taking me right back to Vietnam right now. This is awesome. So yeah, tomorrow's class, I am going to jump in the studio with Avion, and we're going to lay down vocals on this. And honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do. So it's going to be part songwriting, part recording, part everything on how to do vocals. Let's keep going. Great job, bro. You're killing it, man.
So yeah, guys, we have so many ways to edit in this. In Logic, we have one option we call Quantizer. So it's basically like automatic editing. So it's not the best way to do. Sometimes I don't like because it's too much on the grid. So just for now, I will do that way because we need to finish the song on that class, but maybe I will work better on this. let's just make sure everything works good here. Good. Sounds good. So I use the same thing for chorus. Just for now, guys. I usually record all song. I usually record bass. But for now, I will do this because we don't have that time. Let's record this chorus. This is the bridge. I don't know if we really use that rate, but I just will give the option. Quantize this just for now. Making sure everything's okay. All right. And I have another chorus here. Here I think we should to be like a cappella, but let's see. And we have chorus again here, and we're good to go. We don't need the reggae part here. Yeah. So bass, I think we're done with bass. Just for now. Sounds good. Then I will use some compressor. I will automate something because, you know, like I said before, I play guitar, guys. Bass, I know the scales, I know the chords, I know, but I don't really have hand like bassists have. So some notes is little, some notes is high. I need make everything's good for before I send to mix.
Please,
Yeah.
please. You know me and bass. It can't be.
I know.
By the way, dude, I got an idea. Hey, Justin, you mind hitting up his pop? There's this Korean dance / rap group. I'd like to try and see if one of their guys could throw a verse to this. ASAP, like 8 or 16 measures. It's got to be in Korean though, because if we're going to Asia, I don't know. That would be a fun one. Quick question that somebody had here. Tim Leonard, do you ever start with a rhythm and then write melodies and vocals to it? Or is it always this way with melody first and then build the rhythm around that? Justin, can you recall a time in the last 2-3 albums where a rhythm was written first? I think
What do you mean?
the song that we just released, the music video that we just released,
Oh
I
yeah.
think is one of the few ones where there was a rhythm so Lock and Step, Justin wrote the rhythm first, and the second he wrote it, I had the melody. But
that one and the other fast one.
All Things?
Yeah, that one.
No, I wrote All Things in a bathroom in a plane somewhere at like 30,000 feet. And then I came and you played the rhythm and I instantly had my song and they just did this. So in that case, it wasn't that I wrote to it. It was that they fit.
Yeah, Lock and Step is one of the few.
In most cases, almost always, we go off of a lyrical melody or inspiration. Occasionally, there's a rhythm that inspires. There's a song called "Through My Window" that's kind of like inspired. Doom, 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 something like that. The band was jamming that from Hypocritical System kind of vibe, and then I asked Taimes to completely reinvent it, but I did write a song off of an existing rhythm there. But most cases, and now more than ever, we do not write off of other artists' rhythms and things like that. We like to, as you see, what he's doing right now, nobody is doing in Jamaica or anywhere else in the world. So sorry to interrupt, bro. Love what you're doing. And just so you know, yes, he uses Logic Pro, and then tonight or tomorrow he will convert it over to Digital Performer, and then he will add the little markers, and he will get rid of all the empty space, because I hate empty space. I like to be able to find what's playing where. And when I open it up tomorrow to do vocals, I'll basically have him having converted everything over, and it really helps a lot. He uses Logic, so does Justin. And Jabby uses what, Cubase, I think.
Cubase.
Yeah, Cubase.
Cubase, yeah. And then I think our drum guy uses Nuendo or something. It really doesn't matter what you use; it matters how you use it. The transferring from one to the next, sometimes there is the biggest difference I've noticed is tempo. It'll say that 70 beats per minute is 140.43 or something ridiculous. You know, that is weird. But besides that, everything is even. Go on.
Okay, I like to record rhythm and guitars. Okay, let's see. Worked good. So let's use the same just for now, because we don't have too much time. Oh, I forgot something. Always put everything on time, guys, because we... I don't want problems. So yeah. That's good. Put everything there. Guys, I usually record everything, but for now, I just do that because for make quick, right? Ay, ay, ay. And good to go. Flat pick. Portuguese we call pica-pau. You know what it means, pica-pau? Pica-pau, it's the cartoon. It's like a TV show for kids. Like, you guys know this song? You remember that? We call pica-pau. Let's record that. Okay, for now, we're good. Let's see how does this work. For now, works. Good. Guys, I really try to do this thing quick. I want you guys listen this song. Then I will recording this better. That's for now. Just for you guys see way I work. And for sure I will do more guitar, but you know, I don't like do guitar before bass. Before lead vocals, because I don't know what's going on with the melody of the vocals. So what we usually do, they record vocals and send me back, and I will start to lead guitars and some solos sometimes or whatever, pad guitar or some leads, right, whatever. And sometimes I like to double the bass line. What? Okay, so go ahead. Some just for make more strong, just one part. Yeah. Oh, I did something really wrong now. I record on the flat pick. Again, sorry. here. And we're good to go.
I still can't believe that after all these years of working together, I finally found out that you guys call flat pick Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah, woodpecker.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
What?
Yeah, Portuguese we call
It
pica-pau.
makes sense. Woody Woodpecker. Like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That stuff I will give to Justin to do it. Justin is really good with strings and stuff like that. I give some space for Justin. Just can cue on this. You know, me and Justin have really different style. I always like to record in old stuff like organ, pianos, clavinets, Rhodes, and Justin always like to record synthesizers and pads and stuff like that. He have many good options with really good tones for this. I does not have and I does not like to record this. I like organs. Let's work on the bridge. I just forget about the bridge. We need some piano there. A little bit more volume on the, oh my gosh. Let's do some organ here.
Hey, Taimes, really quick. That section, that's not inspired by anything that I sent you as a vocal, right?
Yeah, no. It can
Okay.
just can be option, can be, I don't know. You can just delete.
Okay. I can write to it right now. Thanks.
Let's do here. Here's a good spot. Sorry guys, so many wrong notes. Then I can fix this. I just want, you know, just a little bit, just for go to that high frequency, high notes. Okay, sound good for now. It's okay. Let's do some reggae on that part. Mhm. Mm, that one. No, just keep it on here. Yeah, guys, basically what I have for now is this. I will still work on this song, but I know we have some questions. I have a lot of questions. So let's move to the questions. Just let me know if I have some questions.
Okay, Taimes, you ready for questions?
Let's go. Let's do that.
Okay. Tim is asking.
Hmm.
Wait, sorry, guys. Going in order. Angel's asking. Once you send your reverb delay effects to each track, do you pan your send effects?
Yeah, I use a send effects, but you know this is not the final mix. So what I have effects right now, delay and reverb, just it's a part of my arrangement. So I have everything on my MIDI controller, so I can play something like for you guys now. You see. Oh, show to be work. I think. Yeah, I have all in my sand. I use all in my sand, and I have one reverb, what I call a small room, like that, just for make like a room, real room, and I have a really long verbs, that kind of stuff. I also have two delays in different side. I don't know. I think you guys can't list my pan effects, but I have one kind of delay different on side. So I have that one. Sorry. Okay. As can see.
Cool.
Yeah. So I have reverbs and delay for now, and then on the mix I will have many effects.
Cool. The next question: are those original drum beats that you're using, or is it, or is it like generic common reggae beats or samples?
Oh, okay. I try don't use really common reggae beats because I don't want to sound like everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So what I usually do, I take some loop, like regular reggae loop, and I add it some kick, some snare, some claps. You know, I change, like trigger. You know,
Yeah.
for no make like the same song who everyone usually do. So I added the more claps, more snare, more kick, hi hats, stuff like that.
And where do you get your drums from again?
Juju, that one I got from many different places. Sometimes from Splice, sometimes from some packs. I buy some packs from Mad Professor, or we have a lot of companies who sell packs
Cool.
of reggae. Yeah.
Next question. Yeah, Tim is asking, what program are you using, and is there any free alternatives?
All right. I use Logic Pro, but for sure we have many free options, really good options. We have a Reaper. It's a really good one and it's free. You can do exactly what I do here. I use Logic because, like I said before, I know Logic. Mark used Digital Perform because Mark know Digital Perform.
Mm-hmm.
But the best software is what you know, and we have some good options free for sure. We have.
Cool. Another one is asking, so do you always quantize?
All right. It's all depend of artist I work. So for Christafari, I know you say quantizer. I usually go to the notes and put on time. I quantize mid. Mid, I usually quantize audio. Sometimes I quantize, sometimes I go because, you know, sometimes I want to lay back, sometimes I want to late, sometimes I want to, you know. So yeah, input on time, yeah. But really quantize on the grid is all depend of artists. Some artists like on the grid, some artists like layback, some can be different.
You know what I like.
Cool.
You know what I like.
Yeah.
The next question is, how do you open this?
And when I think it's fine, Justin's like, "Hey, Mark, you gonna let that slide?"
Yeah, so the next question is, how do you open the session recording in different DAWs without trouble?
Okay. What we usually do, I export all my audios in Wave, go to Digital Performer, and try to make exactly the same mix I have on Logic. I process all my plugins, go to Digital Performer, make my pen and my mix, like volumes and stuff like that, and send to Mark, and Mark just continue. We don't have problems, let's say, because we take care in export in the same, in let's say, format like Wave, you know, stuff like that. We would care about that, and we don't have problem with this.
Okay, so I'm just going through the questions. Hey, Mark, are you still there?
I am, and I can answer this question.
Yeah, there's a few for all of us, or you.
Okay, so Pastor Mark, have you talked about creating a song in immersive audio, like Dolby Atmos? To be frank, I had to Google it. I was like, "What is this? Is this something new? Did Tesla invent something?" So I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. The answer is no, I haven't yet. I've looked into in the past of doing it was at 7.2 or something like that, and with Digital Performer, you can do that. You need a a whole different speaker arrangement in order to do it. I do not record with a subwoofer in my studio. Part of that is just because my studio is in my parents' house, and it would literally rock the entire house because the house is wood. So they're already getting a lot of rumbling, and every once in a while, my mom will be like, "Hey, you think you can turn down the bass at like 3 a.m.?" So I know that doing most immersive or 7.2 or 7.1 or what, I don't even know what it is, they require a sub as one of those, and then they require speaker arrangement all around you. Typically, I don't know though, but I will definitely look into that because if audio is moving in a different direction, I definitely want to be on it. I don't want to be the last guy doing mono while everybody else is doing stereo. Tim, did the chord progression change for the bridge or just a style of playing?
No, I changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Changed.
We typically do, and we typically have it go up and then fall for going back into, and sometimes we go back into a guitar solo, or we go back into a horn section, or the chorus. Essentially, it's like a roller coaster. You know, this song should be like, you know, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus. It needs to make sense. Not every song needs a bridge, and most traditional reggae songs do not have a bridge. But does that mean that a bridge would make a song worse or better? I think it would make a song better in most cases. So we don't always do it, but a lot of times for me, the bridge is a chat, and I'll probably turn that into a chat. But we'll see. We'll see what God does with this. I have 24 hours to. Are you ready? What's this? When you're constructing a song like this, how do you do songwriting credits? Christafari is a band. Just Mark and Taimes. Please explain. It is, the rest of the band isn't involved, so whoever's is involved gets the credit. Obviously, if a drummer isn't involved and we're using a loop, the drummer doesn't get something. But the way that we do royalties with Christafari is very different in that we're missionaries and we don't do this for the money. We do this for the ministry. And so people who, like, we just had somebody who volunteered or donated their time to play on a bossa nova track on Avion's album. By the way, if you donate today towards Taimes or Christafari, you'll get Avion's new album for free. Taimes produced the whole thing. He's a genius. But Taimes doesn't get producer credits and points and all the things that the industry does for these songs, or arrangement, even though he did all the music for those songs. The lyrics were written by, or the songs were initially written by other family members. When the song has already been written completely, you don't get songwriting credits if you retool it. But what we do as missionaries, kind of like what the Salvation Army does. If you write a book and you're in the Salvation Army owns it. If you write a song in the Salvation Army, it's for the sake of forwarding the ministry. And so we don't, that way nobody's fighting over, hey, I got this, or hey, I did this, or hey, I did that. We just donate together. We partner together. No one idea is considered better than another because of who brings it forward. It's just let's serve the Lord together, and let's see if we can't use these ideas to be sent to take them to Asia. So that's the goal, is to use anything that comes from this to get to Asia. Would you agree with that, Justin?
Yeah. So we've done it for a long time, so yeah. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, it's and obviously the guy who writes the majority of the songs, you know, for me, it's I just see it as another way to raise money to get these guys on a plane to go to Africa next time we go. Working on it. Talked last night about the Kefa for some time. I'm excited. Okay, nice. Mario says, about your flat pick, what's the best way to apply effects to this, and what's the best way to pan it? Does it require a lot of reverb and delay? I'll answer that, and then Taimes will answer that. I use a plate reverb on flat pick. I use another very big reverb like a hall reverb that is very quiet. I use a delay, ding, 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 that kind of delay. I'll use a that kind of delay. I'll use like probably 5 different delays, and once like a ding, 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 that kind of delay, but very soft, and then about 3 different delays that are even faster than that, and they kind of create this kind of amp feel. I hard pan it to the right. The art of the flat pick or the pick-up bow, what do you call it?
Pica-pau.
I just want to say peekaboo. Peekaboo is the art of that is in the EQ, is in basically a very focused, almost shaped like an A EQ. So that's a big portion of it. And I've heard when it comes to EQ, you cut narrow and you push up wide, and I push up pretty wide with this. So yeah, that flat pick is crucial. And then I would have them to do a little, you know, I like those kinds of things as well. What other questions do we have? Any other questions?
That's it. I had one for him, but that's it. That's on the
Go for it.
Taimes. For the bridge, what chords are those? I like it.
You like? Okay, I use. Let's make some piano here. I use G major 7.
That's why.
The 7th, huh?
I use that one, sus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Sustenance.
Major 7. Yeah, just for sounds like sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, major 7, minor 7, always go like that. For
So
make one different part on the song, because all the songs like dark and
yeah.
You know,
So that means we're in D, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, I think I might play with that one tonight once you send it over.
All right. Need some strings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I love that melody in the beginning. Could you play the melody in the beginning, please?
Yeah, you
very beginning. Okay, I have a question. Right here, you do something. You go lower. Slow those notes down and let me hear. Okay. So let me ask you. What I had is probably very Western. You take it somewhere else. Or something. Is that more Asian what you're doing there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Asiatic scale or whatever you call it.
Asia scale. Yeah, I don't know, but
nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
More.
That's great.
Vietnam,
I feel like the song throughout, at least one other time, needs the groove. Down, down, ding, down, 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 ding, down, down. I feel like somewhere in the song we need that hook reinforced without it just being the melody, but with the groove going, almost like a horn line.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me? So like what we would do with a horn melody that's almost like a horn chorus. I'd like to try that somewhere in the song. If you could give me that'd be, and just call it horn melody, and then I could move that around as well.
Yeah, options here.
Okay. I love that too.
Asia.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. We've never done anything like that before.
Yeah, let's try.
Hey, we have another question that came in.
Yeah. Mark Magyar. Rosa said, when people are going to record, they just have the melody they want, or they just give the voice and you do the rest. Great question. Okay, so I am not an instrumentalist. I'll be the first to tell you. My favorite instruments are the kazoo, the trombone, the flexitone, anything that doesn't lock onto a key. And so because of that, I'll come up with these ideas. I've got for this song right here, he only played one of them, but I've got 5 or 6 minutes of ideas. And every time I'm singing it, I'm probably singing it in a different key. It was a different time of the day. It was in a different place, possibly a different country. And so every time I get an idea, it's not the same. I don't sit down necessarily and write a song in one sitting in one setting. And so when I'm giving him these ideas, he has to lock them on and marry them to one key. I remember on our very first album, there was a song, More Like You. Father, I ask you to teach me today. Teach me how to be more like you in the things that I do and everything that I pray. I want to be more like you. So I wrote that in 1992, maybe 1993. We set out to record it, and when I sang it a cappella, the whole label said, that's the hit, that's the song, you have to record that one. When I tried to sit down and work on it with the band, the rest of the band's like, man, you got to lock it onto a key, you got to this, you got that, and they weren't feeling it, they cut it. So I sang that to Taimes when we were in Maui last year. He's like, oh, Mark, that's a good song. What he did was he had a vision. He understood that if I'm singing, I may not be on here, I may be off there, but he understands the relationship of those melodies. And even what he did here, he changed it. So mine was, we are the sent ones to the whole of creation. We are the sent ones. So I'm doing the same thing twice. He went there, and then went up and then down. And so I'm going to change my melody a little bit, but because of his change in melody, it's more musical. So this is one of the reasons why I have made it one of my lifetime goals to not just pour into people like a guy who was self-taught and learned how to play keys in Hilo, or a guy who thought he could just play guitar in Sao Paulo, and tell them that they can do more, but surround myself with people that are so much more talented than I am, because at the end of it all, it makes me sound good. It makes the gospel sound good. It makes the message sound good. And excellence is the one thing that we're striving for. So it doesn't matter whether you can write to an instrument or not. I would just say to anybody, get those ideas out. However, for Taimes and I and Justin, we figured out a way for them to take those little notes that may be off here or off there, and to marry them for the first time ever to a track. Think of it like a train track. They've been trackless. They've been floating in my idea, in my mind, in my morning when I'm waking up. They've just been floating around, and now they're finally see the light of day. Thank God. Anything you like to add to that, Taimes or Justin?
Okay, I'm good.
Taimes. On a side note, and this is a behind-the-scenes production secret that I'm missing. I'm missing your birds and animals in the intro, because I loved how you've been incorporating nature in all of your songs lately.
Oh,
there's an elephant on the front of one of Avion's songs. We're like, what? There's an elephant?
Yeah, I always try to take one place. If you go to Africa, elephant, try to take someone to some place. That's what I try to do.
I like that. Yeah, as I'm listening to all these songs, I'm like, wait, is that a monkey in Waymaker?
Waymaker, monkey in Waymaker, elephant, and birds in. Yeah, elephant was in Higher, which is on Avion's new album. By the way, if you donate, partner today. I just want to encourage you guys right here, right now, to partner with us. And the best way you can partner with us is to help us get this guy from Sao Paulo fully funded. He's far from funded right now, and he's got a long ways to go. We're doing our best. We're putting in as much as we can, and others are helping, but it's not easy for somebody who only knows people in Sao Paulo to raise when Sao Paulo, when Brazil overall is going under one of the worst recessions ever. I mean, I remember times when the Brazil dollar was 2 or 3 to 1. Now it's like 5 to 1. It's just bad. It's really, really, really bad. So people there can't give. We rely on people here or people all over the world to give. And we're asking particularly today that you would donate. If you donate, please do. Only donate to Taimes. So if his name is Renato Taimes, if you go to Christafari.com/donate, that's Christafari.com/donate, and then you can see there's 2 options here. Option number 1 at the top is the one that we encourage you to do, and if you can do it monthly, that would be the biggest blessing, because we can't afford to do a send every single month. We can't afford to remind you that he has a tremendous need every single month. If that link doesn't work, click on the PayPal link, please, and that should work anywhere. But we just really want to bless him. We want him to continue to be provided for. Taimes has made a commitment to the Lord that he won't do things for the world, that he will serve the Lord wholeheartedly. And we believe that where God guides, he provides. And I believe that he's going to use you to provide. And he has worked for 2.5 years straight. He's the first person ever that I have said, you know what, I'm gonna give this guy one of our albums entirely, wholeheartedly. And he took my wife's Avion's album, did so many different versions of each song until he found the best one. Probably did 30 songs, and out of those 30, we narrowed it down to 16. And they're just so good. It is such a great album. If you donate to him today, you will get this album for free as an instantly in your email. You'll get it for free. So please partner with him in that as well.
Great. And yeah, thank you for doing that, Mark. And also thank you to all the translators, moderators. And guys, don't forget, this is week 4, the last week of Ascend Masterclasses. So don't forget to tune in and register. And our next class is at 5 p.m. with personal evangelism with Michelle and Connor. So be sure to tune into that later on today.
Yeah, that's going to be great. And also, later this week, we have a bunch of classes. Look at our schedule at ascendmasterclasses.com. And then the rest of this week, tomorrow, I'm going to be taking this song and adding vocals. And then I'm going to be teaching you later this week how to produce an album. And that's going to really, really help you, whether it's a song or an album. It's going to help. It's going to be the ultimate encouragement masterclass for those independent artists. But I'm also going to teach you some tips and tricks that I've used of production. So it's not just how to produce it, how to stay on budget, and how to stay on time, but some of my tricks that I've never taught anybody. And guys, we're not doing this so that you can give us money. We're doing this so that we can get this message out to as many as possible, to multiply, to encourage you to grow and go. And so we're giving you every one of our tricks for free. Okay. So any other questions anybody has, post them quick in the Q&A, and we will answer. Otherwise, we're going to end early, and we never end early. So if you have any other questions, let us know. And Jeff Nares, thanks, brothers. Fun session. We're in Florida. 8 p.m. is the next class. Yeah, next class happens it's 4:19 right now. Next class for us is at 5. And to speak about the next class, I'm a platform evangelist, which means I'm really, really comfortable preaching the gospel on stage or to large crowds. Some people are not gifted in that. I believe every one of us needs to be, if not gifted, called to be a one-on-one evangelist as well. And it's a whole different ballgame when you're talking to a person. When you're, it's just you and that individual. And this one-on-one evangelism is going to be what is going to be spoken about in just less than an hour right now, in about 40 minutes. It's going to be Connor, our sound engineer, and Michelle. Now, these are 2 of the most profound and skilled and gifted one-on-one personal evangelists that I know. Michelle has led dozens upon dozens of Uber drivers to Christ and hotel managers, and as she continues to tour manage for us everywhere we go, she's giving the gospel. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of that class as well. And then Mark Magyar says, figuring out lyrics to write for a song class. The lyrics, the songwriting class has already taken place. I went through all that, but I will talk about a few of those ideas when in the vocal class, where we're going to actually be recording these vocals. If that's all the questions, I want to encourage you right now to go to Christafari.com/donate and partner with us today. Click on Renato Taimes as the gift fund, and you'll instantly get Avion Blackman's new album, A Labor of Love, over the last 2.5 years. Thank you so much. Grow and go. God bless you.
God bless you.